live. Thank you guys for tuning in to Club Rich. And I got a special guest in the building. Well, virtually in the building. We got Brian Mickens on the line. What's up, man?
What up, dog? How you doing?
Look, I was trying to get a picture up so I could see you on my phone. Okay, there you go. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. So, anyways, before we get into the bull crap, I'm gonna let you, introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Flint, Michigan, man. Went to college at Grand Valley, and I went to Lane in Jackson, Tennessee. Now I'm out here in LA, producing and writing and telling jokes. So
LA. How did you get to LA? Flint to LA. That's a big transition.
I was in Atlanta for 6 years. So you in the A, it's
Atlanta is nothing but Flint, but bigger.
no, I wouldn't say it's everybody's there, but I feel like when you make that transition in a creative space, you gotta just stay in your lane. Like I never tried to venture out and do nothing else. I was like, this is what it's gonna be. And so going from Atlanta to LA, Atlanta taught me what to do, trained me like you can't do this being out here. And of course, the Lord, most people don't believe in that dude no more, but that's my dog. So God is leading this ship right now. So
You know what I've noticed about you? You do have like a very commanding stage presence. Like you could tell that you've been media trained to a certain degree. You've been practicing on your craft. So I
yeah,
definitely I can tell the difference between you and a straight amateur comedian.
I mean, a lot of comedians when they first start out, it's like that episode of Fresh Prince when he was trying to be a comedian and he went up there, yeah, make some noise.
And
It's like,
everybody
nigga,
like,
nah,
okay.
son, it ain't like that. That's how it is when you first start out because you don't know what you want to talk about. You don't even know yourself for real. And as you get older, you're like, okay, I know what my purpose is. I know why I'm here. I really don't give a fuck about. Can I cuss?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we with it
Okay,
on
I
here.
didn't know. We didn't. I didn't know we had coaches people
Look, he
watching.
asked and he cussed. I said, "Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah."
but I mean, it's you don't know who you really are as a comic. So when you grow as a man, or a woman, um, you start to understand that it's like, okay, this is my lane and this is what I'm going to talk about. And I've always been a talkative person, so it's just like demanding and stuff like that. I learned that from my dad. So it's just like, yeah, it's lit.
Okay, okay, okay. So we've been trying to get you on here for a couple weeks. We kind of want to do like a little overview of the last event that we had, the roast of Eric Mays that you were definitely a part of.
Wait, that
Um,
was you guys?
what?
I thought that was Eiler.
Oh no, we said we were there. We were
Oh, you were
peeping in.
there. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we were
yeah, yeah,
peeping
yeah. We
in.
covered that.
Yeah. So, how did you feel? Was that fun for you? Because it looked like it was just kind of like one of the things where you was like, you know what, I'm here. Let me go ahead and do my
That's
thing and
exactly what
keep.
it was. That was exactly what it was. Much respect to Eiler and all the other comedians and stuff like that. But
Shout out to them.
um, Eric Mays, man, it was just like he here. Let me just go up here and talk to these people. Anytime I feel opportunity to get on stage, I'm gonna do it. So I don't care what it is. And roasting him, I feel like he was right though. We don't celebrate him. We had to roast him, and I was like, damn, he kind of right. But
Did it kind of make us feel bad though? Like, yeah, you right,
but
dog.
man, you gotta understand, like he a old black man in America. Most old niggas ain't happy. So for him to be, he was joyous about that. For him to still be like, you know what, I'm gonna get up here, I'm gonna be a good sport. And then he got up there and he started roasting too. So it was like, yo, I
Oh,
can't.
dude, the little skinny dude that he kept calling Jodeci. I think he was trying to call him
Yeah.
JoJo or Casey, whichever one it is. But
Hmm?
that was hilarious. I'm like, oh my god.
I feel like when you roast somebody like that, man, he done been around the block. He done heard everything. So it's like I just make sure I touch on stuff that people ain't going. Like I know who he is.
Hmm.
You roast somebody, you gotta know who you talking about. You can get up there and sound crazy, but I know.
And then for the most part, I think a lot of people that were on that stage weren't really completely familiar with, with who he was. So
Or the politics behind him. Like
yeah,
he was popping because of TikTok, but I remember when Dog was trying to run for mayor. Like I said,
remember that.
yeah, my mom and my dad, he went to Michigan State, so it's like they remember him back in the day, and so it's like I know who. Anytime I step on a road stage, I'm like, okay, I know this motherfucker. I can, I can get on their ass. So
So where do you, in your personal opinion, where do you see Eric Mays at, like within the next 2 years? Because he's gotten all this
no, I'm just
popularity
playing.
from
Yeah,
from TikTok. And it's kind of like when you get that popularity, depending on what it's for, you don't really know what to do with it. And I think that he's kind of grasping for straws, trying to figure out what he's going to do with that newfound popularity. So what do you think he can do for the city with all this eyes and ears that's on him right now?
to be perfectly honest with you, fuck social media. If he really care about the people like he say he do, this stuff wouldn't matter. It's just, oh, he's people are gonna forget within the next 6 months. So what he does with his platform is also going to be imperative. If I were him, I would definitely keep doing what you're doing, but don't. People are going to be looking now. We're going to be like, man, is he really trying hard to crack jokes in these meetings, or is this really him? And I remember him doing that before social media. I had went to a town hall meeting one time, and he was
Oh,
going
he been
off.
cutting up. He been cutting
So
up for years.
this ain't nothing new. I just feel like, even with people who get that social media following or whatever, they don't know how to respond to it, and then they're trying to, like you said, grab for straws to, you know, to what's the word I'm looking for? Stay relevant and in the public eye. But he's 60 some years old. He don't give a fuck about that shit.
He really don't. He's
Yeah, he
just
don't.
like, thank you for the cash apps.
Yeah, thank you for the cash app. So if he a real nigga like we think he is, he just gonna keep doing what he doing and serving the city. That's what it is.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. See, you was politically correct. You wasn't too bad. All
Oh
right.
man, yeah, I'm my own PR. I ain't about
Hey,
to
you
have
gotta
nobody.
have that. You
Yeah, oh
you
yeah,
definitely gotta have the PR.
my
I'm
own
still working
PR.
on it. All right, so we're about to get into a couple of these hot topics for the one time. Let's see. I'm going down my list, going down my list. I read this earlier and I was just like, oh, okay. So Kanye West, he had the Donda Academy, and that just kind of went downhill or whatever. So the teachers that were teaching there, they're actually joining together and in a lawsuit suing him for lack of janitorial services and nursing staff. And the students were only allowed to eat sushi for lunch, and they could only wear clothes from Yeezy.
That's
Did
a
you
black
see
man
the end?
running. That's a black man running his own business. No comment. I can't. No comment on that one. He that's his thing. I'm kind of close to that guy, so I ain't really got. He running his business.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry if
always
I
hate to.
can give you too much on that one. I know you. I know you. I know, but
I try to be supportive of things that we have going on, but I
what's
really hate when it doesn't work the way that we plan it
what you
to work.
mean?
Like as far as just black people in general, because we're always going to be held to a different standard, of
Yeah,
course.
hell yeah. He. What I will say is he knows what he's doing, and I feel like he still tries to make things right and do things in the correct way. But I mean, he's caught when you're that big, you sneeze wrong, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm offended," or I'm this and I'm that. And then with the whole anti-Semitic stuff, it's yeah, it's like they waiting on him to do something crazy. So it's like they're just trying to find any and everything. So that's all I'll say.
So with everything that's going on with Adidas and they want him, back in the mix to try to sell the rest of their merchandise and all that good stuff. Do you think Yeezy has room for a good comeback?
He's never gonna not be relevant. He's always gonna be there until he's not
What
here
about the
anymore.
brand? You think the brand is gonna kind of
Adidas. Well, I
yeah?
mean, that goes to show you that they need us more than we need them. So Adidas is gonna always get their bread, but clearly you see what happened with the numbers when he left.
I'm surprised they dropped Beyonce. I thought that Ivy Park was doing pretty well. Now I didn't hear anything from them in a while, but that's crazy that they actually ended up dropping her because of sales.
I don't um, follow what she had going on over there, so I don't really speak on. You ain't
Well,
seen Swarm clearly, so it's okay. You don't say nothing bad about Beyonce.
oh
I
no,
know.
we don't do Beyonce slander around here. All
Oh
right, so
no, we
next
don't.
subject on the list. You probably gonna laugh at this a little bit. So we had a discussion like 2 weeks ago here on the show about Black China, her resurgence. She's reinventing herself, and she basically kind of revealed that she got rid of all her artificial body parts and got rid of some tattoos that were a little bit much, and just really trying to rebrand herself as a whole. So how do you feel about that? Do you think like once you go a certain route, do you have room to kind of rebrand yourself as far as, she had an OnlyFans and she just shut it down not too long ago.
I don't pay any attention to Black China, but I will say, uh, just because a person was going on a certain path, that doesn't mean that they can't, you know, try to do right. And I feel like she's not going to be the first to start to understand about that surgery and what it can do to your body, and why you shouldn't. I don't tell nobody what to do, and if you do this, this is on your own accord. But why you shouldn't mess with your body like that as you start to get older. So yeah, I didn't even think about it. I just feel like everybody, if you can wake up every day and try to make a change and do something more positive, more power to you. I wish her the best.
I think that is awesome that it's like a whole group of socialites that they're going the distance to try to, change their life around, make better decisions, and serve as a
Mhm.
better example for the younger girls because for like the
Yeah.
last decade, it's been, let's go buy some booty, let's go do this, let's go do that. And it's
Mhm.
really giving young women the impression that you're not really supposed to like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, just go to a doctor and tell them to fix it.
I mean, it's
So
the music, but I'll end there. It's the culture that is promoted that makes people want to go do stuff like that. I mean, everybody knows. So yeah, I'll just end there. But I wish the best for girls who are on that journey to be a better person, and the brothers out there who, we're gonna start seeing. You start seeing rappers as they get older. They were talking about trap life and all sort of type of stuff, and then as they get older, they become family men and they want to help the community and stuff like that. I feel like there's nothing wrong with change as long as you're trying to be a change for the better. Then I'll just leave it
okay, okay, okay. Still trying to. Okay, y'all. All our sources are coming from Jasmine Brand and the Shade Room. I forgot to mention that. Gotta put that out there. So
there. The shade room.
Shade Room and the Jasmine Brand. And I usually stay on Hollywood Unlocked too with Jason Lee. Shout out to him.
Yeah, Jason's my boy. Shout out to Jason.
All right, so let me see what's next on the list. We got two more topics left on the list today. I know I do. Oh, have you been keeping track of the Angel Reese controversy?
Stop talking to the media, Angel. Stop talking. Just be quiet. That's all I gotta say. Much power to you. Just stop talking. You're not gonna. They're gonna flip everything you say. You could. It's never
Public
gonna be
opinion is already stamped on that situation. I feel
public
like.
opinion. Like I'm getting on this live talking about this shit, and like I have to be of what I'm saying 10 years down the road. Everything you say in front of a camera now is digital information. And you need to be more cognizant of what you say on social media and what you say in front of your camera. And I feel like Angel, she's young and she just won the national championship with controversy. So she needs to voice how she feels. But I feel like Shakari Richardson is a prime example. You saw how that played out. And
Not
for
good at all. And I
and
don't even think she was able to even get a full recovery back from that situation.
I mean, it's not necessarily about recovery. I feel like social media moves so fast. People don't care. Something happens on Monday, by Wednesday, we're like, oh, okay, whatever. So it's just like Angel should just be quiet and stop talking to the media. That's all I can say because it's like they're gonna keep asking her for interviews. Of course, she's young though, so it's just like you want people to know how you feel. You just won. It was controversy. We get it. You have heard two words from Caitlyn.
Yeah. And then the
Yeah,
fact that she like keeps bringing in the first lady and stuff in the conversation, that's a
they're
little
gonna keep asking her about it.
yeah,
They're gonna
that's a little
keep
preachy.
saying, "How do you feel?" And she could answer the questions just like I'm answering yours. No comment. I'm gonna say something positive, and I'm gonna
No
keep
comment.
moving. Hell
No.
yeah. Sorry to the people who thought that I was about to get up here and act crazy, but niggas got real. So I can't move the way like I can't move like
The
that. So
same way that everybody else moves.
yeah, I will
I
never
got
move.
you. I got you. All right. So our last hot topic of the night. Speaking of presidents, your forever president, President Trump, was placed under arrest and arraigned for over 30 counts, um, including paying hush money out of campaign funds to porn star Stormy Daniels. Do you think that we're going to actually get a conviction out of
No.
this whole situation?
Bro, he's white. And
Yeah.
he's over 60. No, that nigga's not going to jail. Come on, bro. He's not going to jail, man. Come on.
So you don't think that okay? Because look, this is not the end of it. These are not all the charges that he's going to get. They still haven't done the what is the
36.
January 6th
36.
situation. Yeah, but they still have other things they haven't charged him with as of yet. So everything you think everything is going to get dismissed some way somehow.
I- Man, I love you because you a black sister. You killing it. But man, I don't give a fuck about Donald Trump, bro. Because that nigga, black people used to fuck with him at one point in time. I'm not sure if familiar with like the boxing matches back in the 80s and the 90s, and he was in pop culture. It was just like,
He's been on
mm,
Fresh Prince, all kind of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I remember.
He's from the old world, just like Ye is. So when you have a way of thinking and you like that, it's not gonna mold into this new world. So that's all I'll say. And I don't think he's gonna go to jail. Hell no. Let that had been Obama, they would have kicked the door in with a live action footage. They would have had him.
Body cams.
What? What? Let that had been Obama, bro. Obama would have been on the front page. He would be on Time News with a mug shot, and they would have been like, he once led the country, and now he's leading in convictions. Like they would have just came up with something. So it's just
They
like,
definitely would have did the most. I don't
what?
I don't expect too much of anything to come from that situation. I I
Who?
would
Trump?
hope so, just for the sake of, someone being held accountable for their actions for a change when it comes to that
Mhm.
whole administration, but no,
I mean, who did you vote for?
not him. Definitely not him. No,
Mm, okay.
I did not.
Yeah,
Well,
I
like,
get
don't
it.
judge.
No, I didn't vote for either one of them motherfuckers. But hey, that's none of my. I didn't vote for
Look,
anybody.
next time I'm penciling myself in. Any anybody but them. Shit, I'll
Hell
write
yeah,
mom.
just anybody. Nigga.
Mickey Mouse. We're
Chris
gonna put
Rock,
Mickey
who
Mouse.
was the head of the
Somebody.
state? It was somebody. Just
Yeah.
it was wild. But yeah, I didn't really think too much of it. I knew he wasn't going to jail when they gave him the option to turn himself in. When they give you the option to do that,
The option, and then he dragged it out. Like he didn't even just go down. And man, I go down there in a couple days. Like what?
to all my street niggas out there. They know that when the police come, they coming on Tuesday and Thursday. So yeah,
The stamp days.
the stamp that you stupid.
You got that one, huh? All right. So we off these hot topics. Look, so here on the show, Brian, because you're
Okay.
not familiar with the show, we get this thing where I get a lot of inboxes inquiring on dating stuff because we talk about dating a lot on here. So hopefully you stick around so we can talk, talk some junk real quick. You can stay with your politically correct answers too. You ain't got to give out too many details because I know you can't be putting names on scenarios and stuff. So
You are very smart, young lady.
yeah. All right. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 questions that I got emailed within the last week or so. So we're gonna try to see how we can go with these. So the first question is: have you ever been catfished?
Never,
Never.
never.
All right. Look.
Nope.
So I got
I
catfished
came
about a
up
month
before
ago.
technology. So I was in college in 2010, 2008. So it was like, if I saw you, that's who I knew you was. And when Tinder came out, I made extensive like research. When I swiped right, I only swiped right if I could see an Instagram or if I could see like you attached to like a school or something like that.
Okay.
Like I've never been that in love to go look for a motherfucker to be like, oh, I need some type of somebody to talk to.
All right, Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yeah.
I did. I got catfish recently. It was like a month ago.
Don't you got a dude?
Hell no, I don't. Don't put that out there. Please
I
don't.
thought you had a dude,
I'm
my bad.
single, y'all. Single. Single. If y'all see me out with somebody, that is my brother. I'll be with him 24/7. I am single. Not single, but single.
Who can pop up at your house when they feel like
Nobody.
it?
Nah.
Oh, nobody.
Oh no. And none look. Not too many people have my location. I really kind of keep that to myself too.
You don't ask women are they single anymore because everybody's gonna say yeah. You ask them more particular questions. Who knows your mama name?
Not too many folks.
Yeah.
See, with me though, when it comes to dating and stuff, if you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the complete and honest truth. I'm not one of those people that's going to try to hide that I have someone because why? What is the point of doing all that? Like that's stupid. So yeah, I got catfished a month ago. Long story short, I had a t-shirt, right? White t-shirt. Uh Finally met the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm getting somewhere with this white t-shirt on, just like how I got on right now. Met the guy, gave him a hug or whatever, was not paying too much attention until about like 20 minutes later. And I realized the man's hair like came off and was on my shirt.
So that's a catfish to you?
That was definitely a catfish because his whole hairline and everything was on my shirt.
Mm. Yeah, see that's a no for me because
Don't be laughing, Mickey.
or
And I called my brother. I said, I know this ain't this man's hairline on my damn shirt. And I showed it to him. He's like, yeah, that's the little fill in action. But it was like, it wasn't even a fill in. It was like the whole situation. You could just,
mm.
I'm like,
And so
it was
is
the
the person
fibers. That's what they call it. Fibers.
is the person supposed to be upset? Like, how do you think men feel when women put bodysuits on?
I don't know.
I've been catfish in that nature.
Really? And then they
Even
took the
somebody,
bodysuit off and stuff just
man, I met an older lady in Atlanta. I'll keep it one. I met an older lady in Atlanta, She was thick in the club, and maybe like a few hours later after the club, I went to her crib, and I was in the living room. She, pre-fuck shit that was going on, making sure she washed her ass, all that shit. Ooh, man, when that it was like that bitch melted when she took that damn bodysuit.
Oh,
I was like,
she had the old lady body. It's like some old ladies when you see
but she
them.
wasn't old, but I was only like 29, so she had to be like 44 or some shit. So she
You
wasn't.
had you a milf. She had kids.
Yeah, they weren't there. Them niggas was grown. So it's just
Yeah,
like,
they was your age.
yeah, I don't fuck with cougars who got babies. Like, why are you so old just having a kid now? What's going on with you? So why are you so old having this child?
Oh my god. Oh,
Um, but yeah, so that was a catfish, I guess you could say, or a body fish. She
body.
was built like a fish after she took that.
What kind of fish? One of them puffer fish? Mrs. Puff.
Exactly, the puffer joints, Miss Puff. Well,
All
yes. But
right, that's
yeah,
ridiculous.
never been catfish outside of that.
I definitely have. Like I'm man. Anyways, next question on the list. Are you dating? I'll let you go first.
I've been on dates. I went on a date when I was in Flint. Uh,
Oh
I don't
shoot.
date out, I don't date out here though in LA. No, this
I heard
isn't.
it's
I'm not dating because of work. Like I'm only here to do like work. I'm not here to. I've had sex, but like I'm not dating. Like no.
so that you just calling folks up like, hey, look, come over, come through, or you come through, or whatever. So you just got you some come throughs. You ain't got no.
I have no recollection of what you're talking about, and I don't like white women. Who is this person talking crazy in the chat like they know me?
Who?
I don't
He
know.
said somebody in the chat talking crazy. Who talking in
I
the
don't
chat?
know who that is. I don't date white women, but they smell like mayonnaise. What is wrong with her? Yeah, I don't date white women.
Oh
No,
my god.
I wish no, never. Just because
I
I shaved my beard.
I gotta I gotta piggyback off of you. Like I date, I guess. My lip gloss sticky. I date, but am I dating? Nah. I've had too many crazy encounters with people where I'm just like, no, no, thank you. And then I think you can relate to this too. I have to be very, very careful of who I have around me as far as dating because a lot of people see that you have like a particular status, and it's not necessarily that you balling or whatever the case may be, but
So
they see
like,
that, yeah, they just see that you got something going on that they can attach themselves to, and it can, be a very good outcome for them also. So
I
you have to
feel
be,
that way. Not even with dating. That's with people. I don't man. What?
yeah.
I wasn't popular in high school, nigga. Like wasn't popping, nigga. I had two pair of shoes per semester, nigga. I was not that nigga at Central High School. And when you grow and move to, different levels in life,
People
granted
are
we
paying attention.
granted we were kids. So it was like, you know, granted we were kids and I understand that, people mature, but it's like when you get to a certain level in life, people they gonna place themselves. They're gonna be like, okay, look, I can fall in line. People can fall in line all day. You know what I'm saying? Just like a man who really he don't really care about you, but he know you got something. Men can do it just like women can. So it's like you're just not
That's why, for the most part, I've been kind of tuning out when it comes to the dating scene. Like, I have people that I talk to, I might go and, go out and do stuff with, but for the most part, like saying, hey, I got a boyfriend and all this kind of other stuff, I am so reserved and leery of a lot of people, especially around here. Because let's just be completely honest. Flint is
I'm
nothing but a big
Booty
ass.
Saginaw. What is Who is this? I've never been to Saginaw in my life. I went to Saginaw for this person in the chat.
Who is that that's in the chat?
I don't know, man. I've never been. I've been to Saginaw once, and we had a football game, and
Is
we
it the
were.
Philip dude you talking about?
No, I don't know who that is. I probably know him if I see him, but like, you got some wild comments, bro.
Yeah. We got some people that comment, and they really don't necessarily like us, but they decide to watch anyway. So shout out to y'all.
Mm. So you were saying about your whole situation. I'm sorry. Just
Oh, yeah, I'll just look. I go on dates and stuff. Do I have a boyfriend or somebody that's a potential? Hell the fuck no. Next question. Uh
so
what was your
you say you fucking?
I'm not. You know what? I'm currently not. Cause you know what?
Bye, y'all. It's nice. It's nice. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
I'm not. Nobody's getting the goodies currently. I have made a very good stamp when it comes to that. And I've ran quite a few people off because of course the intentions are not to get to know me, but for whatever. So no, nope, I ain't doing it to nobody.
Doing it, nigga. What
I
year is it?
ain't,
2000. You
I
doing
ain't
it?
doing it. No, I
I'm
ain't doing
doing
it to
it.
nobody.
That's good, man. I went 9 months. I went 9 months from like
You a strong one. He
August.
said he went 9 months,
Man,
nigga.
I was fighting for my life, nigga. I didn't have fun, nothing. Like, and the funny thing about lust is crazy because it's like it wait on the right moment to like seep back in.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you give lust a chance, it's gonna keep coming back. It's like damn.
For real.
So it's like that's the battle. But it ain't no fine black women out here in Santa Monica, so I'm good. I think
Man,
that's
that's a damn lie. It's got to be some pretty ones out there.
what?
You just ain't feasting your eyes in the right
Man, please.
locations.
These black girls out here dressed like Anthony Hamilton, and they just don't do it for me. I was in Atlanta 6 years, bro.
You thought you was looking at women in it. Look,
You funny. I
you
don't. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I've been out here, where I'm at, that shit don't exist out where I'm at. It exists like West Hollywood, Hollywood. Like where I'm at is families out here. So it's like ain't none of that. Ain't no fried food. Ain't no
so it's a lot of sushi eating and
sushi eating,
vegan
all that
vegan folks.
avocado, all that shit. So it's like it's a different world, and I think God put me out here for a reason to,
That's
you know,
beautiful though. That why does that sound so great? Like
because
to
that's
be
how he is, bro.
yeah.
Just he know you, and it'd be so funny when people try to be like, oh man, you know what? Man, God know exactly what you're gonna do. He know you're gonna hit him with the same. Man, I ain't gonna never do that. And then it's rough, but he got your back, and you just gotta keep trying. You
I
gotta
bet you
keep,
at peace too.
nigga. What? I wake up. Look at my skin. I ain't got nothing. I ain't stressed about a thing, bro. And I don't have everything, and that's perfectly fine. I'm 100% at peace with who I am as a man. I
But
ain't
you
never did
live
my
in.
shit. Hell yeah, and I get to wake up every day and do what I want to do.
Man, look, I wish. I
No, you
wish.
can get there, man. You gotta just have faith, man. That's really what it is. That's all it boiled down to. And I feel like a lot of creatives and people in general, not just black people. If you know what you want to do, man, you gotta talk to God about it. Like, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to go, and He'll let you know if it's for you. I knew I was gonna be a comedian. I bombed the first couple times, but once I
Nothing
got
wrong.
flowing and I kept going through stuff, like I've been through so much stuff. I have at least 10 years of content. I could be the man for 10 years and then I got to start creating again. But you just got to just keep pushing, man. That's my
Yeah.
praise break for today. Hallelujah. We're going to take a small benevolent offering right now.
Look, pass the collection plate. All right. So what's next on this list? These folks talking crazy. Worst date ever.
Uh, the worst date, man. If I ever spend some money on a chick, we gonna have fun because I done already. She'd have been vetted through the process, so it's like, uh, worst date. Oh shit! When I met my ex in Houston, the I met her at the Super Bowl. I met her at an Ebony magazine party, and
Oh shoot.
a couple days later, a couple days later, we ended up talking on the phone, and she was like, "Okay, let's do something or whatever." So we went downtown Houston to this coffee shop or whatever to chop it up, or whatever. So
Hmm.
we there as we're leaving. She's like, "Oh man, here he come. Here who come? What the fuck?" A nigga pulls up in a red Charger. I was like, "What?" And it was a nigga that she had been dealing with previously. So that was a wild situation. I'll say that. They started to argue or whatever. I thought he was gonna beat her ass. So as I was walking away, I'm like, I can't let her get her ass whooped. But they didn't fight.
Shoot.
No, but they didn't fight. But she was driving. Shit, I'm not from Houston, so I was there working. I was working Super Bowl.
Oh, you drove with her?
Nigga, she was the ride. The fuck?
Damn.
No, no, like I flew to Houston, and as I was in Houston, I met her. So,
Yeah.
and
So
yeah, so she had
did she
fucking
take you back to wherever you was at, or
he took me somewhere else.
huh?
After all that shit happened, yeah, we was together for a year and a half. That's all I'm saying. Next question. Yeah, hey,
Oh,
yeah, hey,
see,
whole
you
year and
ain't
a half,
squat.
boy.
You are not. I'm trying to think. What was my worst date? Hold on. Worst date. Worst date. I'm trying to think because I done had quite a few of them.
You have?
Don't be laughing at me. Look, I'm one of them. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all what my worst date was. So I had
Drop
this
him.
friend or
Can
whatever.
we add him on Facebook? No, I'm just playing.
Oh,
He
he's
stopped.
blocked. He's blockety blocked. Like if he could see this video, he man, I'm shocked. But
Mm,
was cool with him, was helping him. I can't even tell y'all some parts of this story because Mickey know who he is. So yes, you do. I was I was helping him out because he was doing something that had to do with some political stuff, and I'll just leave it that part right there. So I was
mm-hmm,
helping him out. We was cool, no funny business, nothing like that, because I definitely was not attracted to him. But he was just somebody cool to hang out with. I was single, he was single, so we just hanging out as friends. And
mm-hmm.
so one day we go to Fouch's. You know where Fouch's is at, don't you?
The racist spot over there on Miller.
Was
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
that did all that extra shit talking about them?
It wasn't extra. That really happened. I was with somebody I was talking to at the time, and they started tripping out over something stupid. Like I had a small water bottle, and there was a little bit of liquor in here. And he came over and said, "Hey, you can't have that." I said, "Okay." I
You done
finished my
brought liquor
conversation.
into the bar.
I wasn't even. It was nothing in there. I put it in my pouch in my coat. So I was like, "Okay, whatever. My bad." Like we
Oh.
was talking as we were getting out the car. I didn't even think about it. And they came back and was like, "Well, yeah, you got to leave." I'm like, "He just came over here and said, just take it to the car." We were finishing our conversation. I was about to take it to the car. And oh well, yeah, you're being, white people. They're gonna always say you're being whatever
Being
the word.
belligerent or whatever.
Not no, I don't yell. I ain't yelling. You ain't gonna never catch me yelling in public. So, um, it was just a bunch of politically correct ass shit that white people say, and we was like, man, fuck y'all. So we left.
I know
Yeah.
you said something smart. You got a smart ass
Oh
mouth.
yeah, I said something smart, but I made her feel stupid because she was trying to hit me with like, oh well, this is our policy. They use word policy. When white people hands do like this and they hand go like this,
Fold, yeah, all that
and
extra
they
stuff.
doing this, all that hand gesture shit, just leave, bro. So that's what we did.
Mm,
Ain't been
mm.
back since. So yeah.
Okay.
What happened though? You was at Fauci's. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. Look, we done veered off into traffic.
I
Who the
be veering off sometimes.
I need to come on the show. Okay, look, Kevin, we're gonna have to talk because I'm trying to figure out. Kevin talking about he want to come on the show. All right, let me get back to this story. So look, go on this date. We chilling. I done got some
Mm,
chicken wings and some margaritas. He done got maybe some chicken or burger, something like that, and a margarita or maybe two. So my thing of it is, I always go out with money, period. But
mhm.
he the one that invited me out on this date. So I like, whatever. We chilling, vibing, whatever. And so the check comes, and it seemed like as soon as the check sat on the table that it got quiet as hell in the bar. Like it seemed like everybody just stopped and just the TV's cut off, the music was off. It got real quiet. He like, hey, come back over here. And I'm like, what's wrong with him? So he comes, the waiter comes back to the table. He's like, oh no, I ain't about to pay for all this. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, so this is what we about to do. So he goes in his pocket. Now
Nigga said, "This what we about to do." That's funny.
I got $20. This is my 20 right here. And then you gonna take this off of this card right here. And then you gonna take X, Y, and Z off of her card. And I'm sitting here looking at this nigga like,
He ain't got no type of decorum. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I've done that on bigger amounts, but I pulled a waitress to the side. Like, I got $100 right here. Take the rest off the card. Like, you don't do that in front of a woman.
oh my God. I was just like, and the bill came up to $98. That was the total. I'll never forget that total. $98.
$98.
$98. I will
And
never
you
forget
block.
that total. Oh yeah, he got the block action after that.
What's the
This the
what's
thing. We was cool. We was really, really cool. And I was just like, man, this is what happened after the fact. I talked to him like later on FaceTime like that next day because I didn't even say anything right away. I just was like, you know what, let me get home and kind of think about the shit and then I'll say something the next day. So get on FaceTime. I'm talking to him and I'm like, let me explain something to you. Don't invite people to go places if you don't
mm-hmm.
have the money to pay for whatever it is that you're inviting people to. So
Yep.
he goes through this whole spew. Well, we ain't dating, we just friends, and that. Like he went through the whole spew. And I was just like, okay, let me go ahead and repeat myself one more time. Do not invite people places and you don't plan on paying for it. Don't do that. Like that's rude. You should give people the heads up, like, hey man, my money funny this week. I want us to go out somewhere or whatever. Is it possible that, you be able to pay for yours? I pay for mine, but I just want us to be able to spend some time or whatever. And he didn't get that. He didn't.
If you
Not
ever say what you drinking on or let's go out, you are the person that is going to be paying. The ladies, that's for you too. If you ever telling me,
yeah,
hey,
for
what you
real.
drinking? Oh, you buying?
And you know what's the effed up part about this whole story?
What?
Prior to that situation happening, I woke up at like on a Saturday morning. My kids was gone or whatever. I'm bored. I call him like, "Hey man, what you got going on?" Nothing. Hey, you trying to go to Cracker Barrel or whatever? You know, I'm paying. What you done did? You done kicked Brian back off?
Yeah, I got booty.
Mickey did that bull crap. Yes, you did. I'm
Fire,
telling.
fire,
But yeah, so
fire.
I took him out to Cracker Barrel, and then it was another situation where I don't know what I had said. I was like, I don't know what your money looking like this week or whatever, but I wanted us to go out somewhere or whatever. But
You
like,
liked him.
I actually did, but I was. This is the weirdest thing. I wasn't physically attracted to him though. Like, I didn't want him touching on me or nothing like that. But he was
But you
cool to be
liked him.
around. I
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really disappointed me when he did all that shit in the middle of that bar like that. Like it was so loud and ratchet. And I'm like, and
Oh,
he
he
a
was
big
loud.
guy too. He was loud as fuck.
And he from Flint?
Yes.
What high school
Yes.
did he go to? No, I
What
ain't
high
gonna
school
do
did he go to?
Nope, we don't
I
need to.
think his ass went to Central too. Never mind. Never mind. We'll talk off of yeah.
Oh, we will? Because you told me that. Never mind. Next question.
And next question on the list. Okay, hold on. I had to go back because look, y'all done got me pissed off thinking about that bullshit. Ah, instant disqualifiers. What
Feet,
does feet?
feet, feet. I don't even touch them. I don't put them in my mouth. I don't do none of that shit. But they better be A1. Feet.
So what if it's the winter time and y'all go on like a date and she's got on boots and shit?
What they got to do with her feet? I'm
So what
confused.
you gonna take them boots off? Let me see them toes real quick.
Oh no, I mean like, have you seen Boomerang?
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Feet, education, and faith. Like I met this one chick. Oh, she was man. We was in L.A. This is like when I first moved out here, and she was just like she wasn't the baddest chick, but she just like one of them chicks, the fine chick next door. And we was at a bar, and we was sitting down talking. I'm like, hell yeah, we about to be dating. Fuck it. And I was like, man, you believe in God? And it was a slight pause. And she looked at me. She was like, you are God. I was like, check, please. I'm out. Like,
What
what the
the
fuck?
oh oh she
Man,
was
I
a
got,
nutcase. Okay.
you are God. I'm like, man, bye.
And she had that look on her face too. Yeah, I probably would have been like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Man, I had to get up out of there. So them are the only two things that and I mean, fitness is something like men. I'm gonna say something. The women that men will have sex with necessarily don't look like the women that they would be in a relationship with. That's just how it is in my world. So fitness is something that I myself take serious. So if I'm dating
Mm,
somebody, you gotta work out. Or not, you ain't
maybe.
got to, but you got I feel like that is a pivotal thing in the black community, man. We gotta really
I've been getting it together. I've been going through this whole thing where I drink my lunches and my dinners now. So I do like a lot of smoothies. Like I lost so much weight so far, which is
yeah. And fasting. Like I was probably gonna eat one more time, but I'll go 14 hours. 14, 15 hours with no food. So it's like
if I can get a smoothie in, yeah, yeah,
Jesus stupid.
yeah. So what was I going with this? Hold on, I'm trying to find my last couple questions because we about to tie it up for the night. You just sat on for a whole hour, Brian. I am proud of you.
Oh yeah. Just make sure you cash out me that rate. Next question.
Hey.
I'm just playing.
Okay, so the last question of the day: do you have any exes that could get a second chance?
One. The other one, this bitch went and had a baby. So I was like, no. Man,
that
yeah.
was supposed to be. You ain't never told no female that bullshit. Hey, that was supposed to be my baby.
No, because I don't want that motherfucker that you didn't already had.
Yeah, that's for
But
you and you only.
one, the other one, I would give her a chance, but she moved to the A and she kind of lost her way. Because we from Michigan, so she from Grand Rapids, and small city, going to college. But when she had when I left and we broke up, she had gained weight, but then she had lost it back when she moved to the A. And
Mhm.
I don't know what it was, but I remember she was an Instagram model the next. I was just like, "Ah, yeah, I can't fuck with that." So probably neither, but that's
I'm
about
trying
it.
to think.
Yeah.
You know what it is with me? If I stop dealing with you, you really have to be a fucked up person because I'm obviously
Yeah.
I'm pretty forgiving
Mhm.
and I give people more chances than they deserve. So when I
Yeah.
finally tell you to get the fuck on, it's really because I need to tell you to get the fuck on.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Hmm.
So
You got
do
to
I
give
have
people the benefit of the doubt.
yeah. So what I had, like go backtrack? No, no. But I'll tell you like this, is people that'll give they kidney to be back in my good graces because I'm definitely one of a kind. Um, I truly believe in treating people good. until you give me a reason not to treat you good. So all the
Yeah.
sneakiness and all that extra shit, that's not for me. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
treat you good until you give me a reason not to be bothered with you. So then when you do X, Y, and Z, and then I kick you to the curb, then you go find old girl down the street. That as soon as y'all announce y'all in a relationship, she already cheating on you and doing, whatever, whatever. Now you like, damn man, I should have stayed with Ashley. At least she was
Mhm.
treating me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's happened to you.
What?
Or folks be like, man, I'm about to go ahead and double back.
And call me again?
Heck yeah.
Oh, they just gonna get smashed. Once once you get
Smash
off
the
the train,
ticket.
once you get off the train, or once you get off the plane, I ain't saying you can't get back on, but you ain't gonna be sitting in the front.
You gonna get that spirit sitting in the back where it's
You're
like
gonna be
four seats in the
29E, nigga. Right in the middle, nigga. You're gonna be right the emergency exit, right? Just no, you
That's
ain't
the
gonna be
worst
able to
part
lean
ever.
back.
That is the worst spot ever, the emergency exit.
Yeah. I'll let you I'll definitely let you you know, I'll let you call me back, but it's just gonna be sex for
And see,
sure.
that's worse than anything because, like, with most people, when they feel like they can get that close, then they like, oh, shoot, I'm back in business. But your ass probably block them and don't call no
What?
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? I've enjoyed my time here with you today. I sound like Mr. Rogers. I enjoyed my time here.
Yeah, they definitely did.
It was a time. See, you were politically correct on a lot of answers, which means you got a little bit of slash home training, media slash home. I
And
appreciate
amazing
it.
sometimes. You gotta, yeah, when you move up in the world, and not necessarily from a financial place, just from opportunities and stuff like that,
Career wise,
what comes out your mouth, if you haven't noticed, like niggas are getting cooked for stuff they said in 2010, and it's
shoot, even a
20,
little bit further than that.
even further than that. So, you know, everything I've ever said, I stand on that shit. But even still, you just always want to be cognizant because you never know who watching you. Even a person in the chat, I don't know what they look like, but apparently they know me. So, and I'm not
Eh,
gonna be rude or belligerent or anything like that to give somebody a reason just to be like, yeah, XYZ. You
don't
got it.
worry, I do it for you because I love cussing people out. That's
Yeah,
why I'm in a great field because I speak my mind, and
yeah. I
that
feel
gets me
like
in
that's
trouble
gonna
sometimes.
that cost though. Are you? Do you want to be Wendy Williams or do you want to be Oprah Winfrey?
I definitely don't want to be neither.
I
Cause
mean,
one is
Oprah.
respected for being uppity as fuck, and the other one is just respected for being messy. So, which do you want to be uppity as hell, or do you want to be messy?
I don't believe Oprah's uppity. I feel like when you
She
are
is.
that, when I met her, she was amazing. So everybody's
Oh, you met
everybody's
Oprah? Okay.
yeah, but no pictures, no phones, one hug, and she kept it moving. So it's like you when you are winning for such a long time like that, 30, 20, 30 years, you you have bad days too. I think people need to stop expecting so much from celebrities. Like they're human just like you. It's times you don't even feel like talking,
Yeah,
you know?
but
So
nah. All jokes aside, though, I have learned to kind of tame myself because yeah, you do want longevity. I don't really model myself behind anybody, but like you said, you kind of have to pull it back just a little bit because
just
it
a
can
little
get
bit.
raunchy on this whole network. We didn't got in quite a few little tiffs with people, so drawing it back is definitely something you have to do in this media game because everything is cancel culture and um,
100%.
endorsements and stuff get canceled, all that kind of stuff, and I
Once you start making money for somebody else outside of yourself, you are or once you have the opportunity to make money for other people outside of yourself. Endorsements, like you said, deals, all that ratchet shit or just talking crazy on social media to strangers and stuff. Hell no, they will dig your shit up, bro. I done seen
I'm
them. They
telling you.
will find whatever they can. And we live in a capitalistic society, so let people find out you worth 3, 4 million now. Somebody gonna be like, man, I remember that bitch told she stole Lulu from 7-Eleven.
I'm so glad all my social media done got hacked, deleted, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Cause I
a
don't
lot of my shit was suspended. So that Mickens on Twitter from 2009, oh, all them tweets is gone.
I got a Twitter from the last post was from 2012. And I'm like, man, I gotta find a way to hack back into that account and go ahead and delete that one too.
Yeah, so just you just got to be cognizant, man. And I wish all the black creatives out there to just understand what they're getting themselves into. Uh, Coming out here in LA from a spiritual place and understanding, how much work you got. I work every day. I work on something every day. I don't work all day. I work on something every day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's always something. So it's like you gotta be willing to, make those sacrifices and understand where you at and what you're trying to do.
Awesome, awesome. I agree with that. So Brian, what you got going on next? We need to do some shameless plugs before we get off of here. What you got going on?
Uh, so I did Snowfall season 5, but they're on 6. So I did that. The ESPN.
Snowfall.
Yeah, I was a rigging. I was a gaffer, so we did the lights. So I was on set every day, making the scene look dope, and I was there the whole season, and that's where I learned a lot of what I learned now, and why I move and speak the way I do now because you at the top now. Maybe not financially, but you're there with them, and this world is small, but Hollywood is this big, especially when you're a nigga. So it's even smaller. And you don't
Hmm.
have no window to be out here arguing, fighting, talking stupid, none of that shit. And so I did that season 5, and now I'm writing another 30 for 30. Uh, and I'm executive producing a limited series. All this stuff is in like pre-production. So
If you need
and
some
we got
actresses, holla at your girl, cause I was an extra in the Dirty D for this upcoming season.
the dirty deals that.
So it's an actual series that they have on Tubi. So
Mm, the
yeah,
dirty. Are you in a? So if you're really thinking seriously about trying to act, get your days and get in the union.
getting a
So
union.
yeah, it's an actors union. It's called
I
SAG.
don't know nothing about it. Oh, I've heard of that. Okay, okay.
So yeah, you get your go to SAG and look up SAG in Google and find out what you got to do to get your days, and then you know we can definitely have a talk. But a lot of the shows that I'm about to be doing are union based, so you could be a background, but if you're really trying to like get your chops and get an acting class, I was paying $100 a month in Atlanta for an acting coach, so it's not super expensive, but it's all about who you know. So I'll definitely help you if you're trying to
For
embark
real,
on
for
it.
real. I'm definitely trying to break in. Everybody tells me I'm so dramatic, so I need
You
to
are, you are.
Thank you, thank you.
So that's all I'm working on right now. I started a video game company, video game studio. So I'm creating a new video game, 2 new video games, and they're gonna be dope. Can't tell you what, but they're gonna be dope.
I am proud of you.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's all I got.
That's all you got. Look, that's a lot though. That's all you got. All right, well, Brian, thank you for tuning in with Club Rich. We definitely appreciate you. We're
Appreciate
going
y'all.
to we're going to bring you back on for a part 2. So when we get all this stuff on and popping, we got to bring you back on before you get too Hollywood for us. Uh oh.
Look at the screen.
Oh my God, I wasn't even looking. Hey,
Nah,
look,
I got you.
we'll drop a bag
You,
on you. We'll
you
drop a
good.
bag on you.
No,
We
you
definitely.
good. You ain't never gotta pay me. You ain't never gotta pay me. So yeah, I'll definitely be willing. Just gotta gotta line up with the schedule. So
No problem with that. Well, again, you guys, thank you for popping in for Club Richard. We will see you next week. Thank you, Brian, again.
peace.